Together with our Tehillim, together with our tzedakah, which is certainly helping our soldiers in Eretz Yisrael. And by the way, we keep on getting those messages from the soldiers that they actually feel that it fills. All the prayers and the mitzvot which is done by Klal Yisrael throughout the world is what is giving them the help, the courage, and the success. And may Hashem give them the ultimate success, eradicating evil, and we will have the revelation of complete Geula of Mashiach. Did you ever hear of the Camel test? Now let me share with you what this is all about. Eliezer, the faithful servant of Avraham Avinu, who has been entrusted with the most sacred mission of finding a wife for Yitzchak, the 40-year-old bachelor, who just 3 years prior to this went through quite an experience of just about having been offered on the altar for God, and now lost his mother, and father Avraham is obviously concerned marrying him off and is entrusting his servant Eliezer to go find for him a bride. But he tells him one thing: she must be someone who fits into the Avraham-Sarah family. She has to take over the tent of Sarah. She has to be fitting somebody worthy of continuing the legacy of Sarah. It's a tall order, and these are big shoes to fill. Eliezer devises a plan. I'm going to go place the center of city, which is where the well is, where the people congregate, and I'm going to come with all my camels, with my servants, and I'm going to see a young woman, and I'll ask her to give me some water to drink. And if she will offer, and she will also offer to give the camels water, that will be the sign that this is the right girl. And the Torah tells us, indeed, that's what happened. He came, he met a young woman by the name Rivka, he found out. He also found out that she's actually related to the family of Avraham. Doing good so far. And he asks her, do you mind giving me a sip of water? And the Torah tells us, she immediately removed the jug of water that she was carrying on the shoulders, handed him the drink. She poured the water into one of the troughs, and she said, please let your camels drink, and I will keep on filling it up until all your camels drink enough. And we know camels drink an awful lot. Now, what is this test? That's what we call the camel test. But what is the idea behind this test? So let's first understand briefly what was this particularity of Avraham Avinu's kindness. Avraham Avinu wasn't just a nice host. When somebody knocked at his door, he welcomed him happily. But Avraham Avinu was active. Avraham Avinu was going out, reaching out, not necessarily to somebody who would naturally stop and come and ask him for a favor. He was looking who is in need of some help, and I want to be of help. Actively looking for ways how to be of servitude to the other. This is the quality that Eliezer is looking, not just a nice, kind girl, but somebody who understands and appreciates. I have to go out of my own comfort zone. I have to go out of myself. I have to look to do and bring good into this world. And that's what he notices by Rivka. She didn't just say, sure, pleasure. But then look around. You're coming with a herd of camels, or whatever the term is. You're not coming by yourself. You have a whole group of able-bodied servants that they can very well feed those camels. She doesn't do that. She says, let me help you, let me give you, and I will give all the camels. And while they are sitting aside and doing nothing, watching her schlep, she does it happily. So first what we see over here is her kindness, her outgoing kindness. A second point, what is the Torah specifying? She had it on her shoulder, she took it down and she handed him. The idea is that she was acting modestly. It's inappropriate for a person to drink straight from her shoulder in such close face-to-face proximity. She created a certain distance while giving him with a distance. And further, he waited to see till she's finished. In other words, some people offer, I will do, and then they start, they don't finish the job, and they finish the job, they expect some compensation, a thank you. None of all this. That's when he knew that he is Rivka. That's when he knew she's one of the matriarchs who are the ones who married. We are getting Mashiach now.